Lately, I've been fearing unproductivity, and in a way, that fear has made me feel aimless and even more unproductive, if that makes any sense. Because I've been planning, I've been doing to-do lists, I've set goals, and as a perfectionist, I tend to have an all or nothing attitude. I tend to set way too high goals, and I feel like if I don't reach them, then it's like, okay, I've done nothing, so everything's bad. Which, well, it isn't. I think that I should give myself way more credit for the things that I have done, for the things that I have accomplished, and for at least trying, because even doing something gets you at least somewhere. Even if you don't get to the highest point in one day, you still get a little closer if you work on those goals. Something I feel like I should work on is setting more reachable goals for the day. So instead of perhaps telling myself that, okay, I need to clean the bathroom, I need to walk the dog, I need to do a 2-hour workout, I need to focus on my mindfulness for at least 30 minutes, I need to film a video and edit the whole thing in like 4 hours and then upload it, and those are the goals for the day. Perhaps I should just tell myself to work on my YouTube channel for a little bit. Maybe I should set a goal to clean the bathroom mirror. Maybe I should set a goal to meditate for 5 minutes. Because those are so ridiculously small, reachable goals that it's like, okay, I can do this in, 5 minutes, meditate. I can clean the mirror in the bathroom in like a minute or maybe 2. And I can just work on my video for just a couple of minutes, and I've already kind of accomplished what I set myself to do for the day. I think many of us already know as well that like motivation is not something that we get before starting an action. It's something that we get during the action. I also feel like starting is definitely the hardest part. So if you set yourself a huge goal to finish a whole video in one day, then it's like, okay, I know this is going to take hours, and I would rather be in bed, I would rather watch Netflix, I would rather do something else than spend the whole day on editing. While if you tell yourself that, okay, I've already done enough, if I just edit for a couple of minutes, if I just start, then most likely you're going to want to continue, because it's like, okay, if I'm already here, why don't I just continue, you know? And then you get into a flow state, you're like, okay, I get ideas, oh, maybe I should do this. That's something I've definitely noticed, that in the process of doing, I start getting ideas and I start looking forward to doing something, and the starting part is what I dread and is the part where I start procrastinating. So I really am in my own way, and I know that I am. I know that I'm capable of much more than I am currently doing. I often feel afraid of starting things because I know that perhaps I can't execute it the way that I imagine it in my mind. In a way, the fear of experimenting actually shows that the things we want to do are important for us, because if we wouldn't value the outcome, if we wouldn't value the activities that we are afraid of starting, then I think that shows that they don't necessarily matter too much to us. Imagine if there's like this one project, you're not getting a grade for it, nothing. It's just a project for some sort of group, and you're not interested in that. Like, your mom put you in that group and you were just like, okay, now I'm forced to go. I don't want to go there, but I'm forced to go, and I don't like the things that we're doing. I don't agree with the theories they are talking about. And then you're given an assignment that is not graded, that is just for yourself. You don't even need to like turn it in or anything. Well, obviously you're not going to spend too much time on that assignment, because you're like, okay, it doesn't matter, I'm just gonna get it done, or perhaps I'm not even going to do it at all because I feel like it's not worth my time. But if it is something that really matters to you, if it's like, I really love this topic, then even if you know a lot about it, then perhaps you still feel a little bit of like anxiousness about if you can execute it the way that you picture it in your mind. So it really matters to you. If you just reflect back on your life, think about like, okay, the things that I am kind of fearing a little bit, do they matter to me? And if they don't, then why am I even scared? I think the feeling of unproductivity comes from me over planning and me wanting to be perfect, me wanting to do all of those activities that I plan for the day. And if I don't have time or energy to do one of those things in the list, then it already feels like I haven't done anything. And I fear unproductivity because the things that I want to get done matter to me so much. I know that if I don't do them, then my life is going to be different. I know that by me working on those goals, I'm also moving towards the life that I want to live. So the goals that I have set for myself matter so much to me that I feel afraid of something going wrong. But if I don't even start, then everything's going to go wrong. So I need to do at least something and let it go wrong, because even if I fail at something, I'm always getting closer to success, because then I at least know what's not working and I've learned something through that failure, instead of just looking back and being like, oh, I failed, okay, let me just give up because I suck anyway. So obviously I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself to succeed, but perhaps I should change the requirements for when it counts as a success and when it doesn't in my mind. So perhaps I should say that working at least a little bit on that goal on a daily basis already means that I've succeeded, because I've done at least something. While if I tell myself that, okay, so the only way that I can meet this goal of mine is to work on something for 6 hours, and I see that, okay, I don't have the energy, I have to go to sleep in like 4 hours, then obviously I'm not going to be able to work on this goal for 6 hours. I could give up on some of my sleep time, but it's not preferable, and it's less likely for me to start working on that goal anyway. So maybe just telling myself that doing at least something is enough, and setting those goals so low that they are reachable. So that was a little rant on what's been going on in my mind the past few weeks. I'm hoping that you got some inspiration out of this video. Perhaps you are also feeling like you're not being as productive as you would like to be. So really reflect back on where those feelings are coming from, what you could do to change them. Perhaps you are also over planning like I am. Maybe you are also putting too much pressure on yourself. And maybe what's keeping you back is fear. So thank you so much for watching, and please comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you thought of this video. Tell me if you've been feeling like this lately as well, and if you have anything to add that I missed in this video. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.